I'm Vicky, and this is Ricky, my twin brother and my biggest competitor. If you want to know why, please click like and subscribe. Thank you very much. We were born into a couple of CEOs who are extremely famous and powerful in the city. Both my parents own their own companies, and with that came a ton of power and money. The day we were born, we had early access to the most advanced forms of education a child could have access to. And that's when our competitions began. We were taught everything by our parents, and all of those things turned into our competitions. When I'm at home, I'll play chess with Ricky. Sometimes it can be a battle of music when I play the violin and Ricky plays the piano. When we leave the house, we have even more categories to compete in. Our parents own a hippodrome for our races. Sometimes we may swim or even fence. Ricky always feels so happy and excited when he wins against me and receives rewards from our parents. But I always feel that it's meaningless. Ricky's my younger brother. How can I feel happy when I beat my own brother? However, in addition to the very serious competitions organized by my parents, we would also organize our own competitions, of course, just for fun. And the person we trust is Brian, our neighbor boy with a hobby of taking photos. Brian often comes to our house to play and then judges for us in competitions and takes pictures of them. But I always felt that Brian was always on Ricky's side when he always declared that Ricky won, even if it was just our competition to find the biggest leaf. But anyway, for me, competing with my younger brother is really meaningless, so I mostly let Ricky win to make him happy. And things continued like that until we turned 18 years old. At this time, both Ricky and I were accepted by our parents to study at the best high school in the area where we lived. Of course, with what our parents taught us, both Ricky and I were the top students in the school. It's just that Ricky was always one level below me when he could only rank second in everything, while I ranked first. Especially in our school's drama club, when my acting ability was highly appreciated and I always got the main role. Ricky always had to play unprofitable supporting roles without any script. I didn't know that my younger brother, because I accidentally surpassed him, became hostile towards me. At school, he always expressed his hatred for me every time I tried to talk to him. Rick, I've been looking for you all morning. Let's go have lunch.
Go eat alone, number one.
And gradually, Ricky's resentment grew to the point where he refused to talk to me even at home. After quite some time of studying in high school, we all had the right to run for president of the school's student council based on the achievements we had achieved by always being in the top 1 and top 2 positions of the entire school. The chair was narrowly mine when the number of votes I had was literally twice as many as Ricky's. But Ricky didn't let things happen like that. While I was giving a speech to the entire school, Ricky appeared and stole my mic.
Before everyone decides to vote for my sister as student council president, everyone should at least know a little about her secret, right?
What are you doing, Ricky? I don't have anything to hide. Right after that, Ricky took out my diary, and to my horror, Ricky opened my diary and held it up high for everyone to see. This is the notebook where I wrote the name Brian 1,000 times in countless different ways and all my pictures of him. Oh, the revelation of my unrequited love made me so angry. I rushed at Ricky to teach him a lesson. In the end, we both had to go to the principal's office. Because both of our academic achievements were at the top, the principal just warned us. But the worst thing was that we were all stripped of the right to run for student council president. Being stripped of my right to run for student council president left me completely demoralized. I no longer wanted to do anything at all. My grades continued to drop, and when I went on stage to perform in the school drama club, I couldn't remember any of the lines. In contrast to me, Ricky was extremely happy because after this incident, my school's top 1 position was officially vacant while I was in second place to Ricky. But then one day a miracle happened to me. That day, I still went to school in a gloomy mood like every other day. While I was stuck in my own negative thoughts, Brian appeared and dispelled them all.
Hi, Vicky. Are you okay?
Brian, you...
I knew it all, Vicky. Thanks to Rick, now everything is clear and I won't hide it from you anymore. Since I was little, I've taken many pictures of you just to look at them for hours. Vicky, you are a very wonderful girl, and that's why I don't know if I should tell you my feelings.
I was completely surprised by Brian's words. It turned out that all we needed to do all along was just tell each other about our feelings. Brian and I officially started dating, and from then on, my mood skyrocketed. My grades kept getting better and better, and all my performances at the drama club went smoothly. Everything went so well. And then I returned to the top position in the school without even knowing it. Of course, when I ranked first again, my younger brother, who was ranked second, would not be happy. Ricky has come up with many tricks to disrupt me, but luck seems to always be on my side, as the tricks that Ricky plays are always harmless to me. Finally, when completely helpless, Ricky came to see Brian and I.
Brian, we've been close for a long time. Now you have two choices, me or my sister.
Ricky must have been desperate to use this trick. But what was more surprising was that after hearing that sentence from Ricky, Brian let go of my hand and left with Ricky. How dare he? What a bastard. I can't let this continue anymore. For a long time I tolerated Ricky because I didn't want to cause more fights in the family. But if I continued to endure, things would go too far and I wouldn't be able to stop Ricky anymore. This needs to stop immediately. Rick, what do you think you're doing?
Isn't it obvious? You always get the top position in everything. Now you even want to have Brian?
The problem isn't Brian, Rick. If you want the number one position that badly, then what you need to do is try to make yourself better. Not try to destroy my life.
I'll do whatever I want. If you have the ability, try stopping me, number one. Now get out of my room!
I knew that now I was completely unable to stop Ricky anymore. From a young age, my parents instilled in him the idea that he must be number one and must overcome everyone, no matter if it's his family. But now, I don't have time to worry about that anymore. My school is about to have a film expert come to my theater performance. I need to concentrate as much as possible to impress the recruiter. I completely put Brian and Ricky out of my mind and was completely focused on practicing for the show until Brian came to find me. What do you want, Brian?
Vicky, I'm sorry for leaving before. I know that it hurts you, and if you don't want to see me anymore, then I completely agree. But please listen to me. I thought that choosing Ricky's side would change him, but he hasn't changed at all. I can't be friends with him anymore. Once again, I want to apologize to you and hope you will forgive me.
After hearing those words from Brian, I realized how much I love him. I decided to forgive him, and we got back together. Very quickly, that day has arrived, but thanks to Brian always being by my side to cheer for me, I completed the show in the best possible way without making any mistakes. Right after the show, the recruiter came to see me backstage.
Such a hidden diamond you are, Vicky. Contact me. I'll help you shine.
After the show, the recruiter helped me a lot by introducing me to many famous bosses in the film industry. Very quickly, I had my first role. Gradually, I received more important roles, and during that process, Brian was always left by my side to support and take care of me. As for Ricky, I heard that after I left, he continued to party all night. He often went away overnight, and one day, my parents didn't see Ricky come back anymore. I tried to contact him many times, but he never answered the phone. After a bunch of films I participated in, I was finally nominated for an Outstanding Female Lead Award. Both my parents and Brian will be attending my award ceremony, but Ricky still won't answer his phone. I thought that my award ceremony would be incomplete without my younger brother. But the night before the awards day, when Brian and I were on our way home, we saw a group of boys assaulting a homeless man. Brian quickly intervened to stop the boys, and we quickly realized that the homeless person was Ricky.
Vicky, Brian, I'm sorry for being rude to you two before. I was so obsessed with getting over Vicky that now I've lost everything.
Ricky, you still have me, our parents, and Brian. We never wanted to cast you out. Now, let's go home. We then brought Ricky home, and we were finally reunited.
Ricky and Vicky, we're sorry for pushing you two into meaningless competitions since you were young. A family should not fight with each other.
Then we all hugged each other before going to my award ceremony together. In the end, I received the award for Best Actress. And what was even better than being in the audience was that my parents and Brian and Ricky were all there cheering for me.